Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another Saturday. And I know you'll be itching. Hey, we sat here and said that Coach Kwesiapia, is he a man of himself? Coach Kwesiapia, does he need a technical advisor? Coach Kwesiapia, does he need a technical director? These are big questions people are asking. You watch the Black Stars play Montenegro. Are we ready for the big Mundial? Did you watch Portugal against Cameroon? Hey, big game. Cameroon were walloped by Portugal by 5-1, and the man Cristiano Ronaldo, who is going to stop this chap from the Black Stars team. Do you still believe in the Black Stars? Hey, these are big questions that will be coming up on this show, and everybody would like to find out. We sat here and we said, Coach Kwesiapia, can he really send the Black Stars to Brazil 2014? Has he confessed now that he needs a technical advisor? We'll be going onto the lines to speak to Montenegrin coach Bogdan Mislav, who is in Ghana, who ahead of the game, he said it's going to be difficult for Ghana to beat Montenegro, and definitely the indisciplined attitude of the players. Some players, in the World Cup, you don't behave this way. If not, you'll be sacked. World Cup is not for minnows, please. This is where issues will come up this morning. We'll be looking at so many issues on this platform this morning. We'll be looking at crowds of folk. Hey, are they capable of chasing Kumasi Asante Kotoko? Or it's a foregone conclusion that Kotoko have won the league? You will be part of the show. 1760 is the text line. And on the Facebook page, Joy Sports Review on Multi TV. You can also send your text messages. Let's see what you have for us right here this morning. This and many more. Let me go for my first commercial break. And when I come back, the show that is for you and I. Good morning, welcome back from that commercial break, and still here on the Sports Review. On a Saturday morning, we bring you all the issues. We'll be looking at the World Cup budget. Why has it delayed? Why the controversies? Why people say the minister is delaying to bring the budget up? What is it about the budget that it cannot be released? Is it something fishy that is going on? James Oyedeji will tell us much, where he's a banker. You know, James, former banker, of course. He will tell us the analysis, what is so crucial about the budget. What is it in the budget that you can't release the budget before the World Cup? The supporters, are they still bent on going? You saw the Black Star new jersey. What is your take on that jersey as well? But at the big game on Wednesday, Ghana, we were beaten by Montenegro by 1-0. And some had complained that this is not a team you can present in the World Cup. The World Cup is not for minnows. The World Cup is not for jokers. So what do you also think? Is there a preparatory ground? Because you think that Montenegro, there are no, I mean, can you say, when it comes to football, you write them off. But they were ready to beat the Black Stars by 1-0. So what do you also think? Quickly, let me go onto the phone lines and speak to Montenegrin Miloslav Bogdanovic. Coach, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, Coach?
I'm in training now.
You're training ground. You're live on Multi TV. And I want to find out from you, Coach, you watched the game, your own country, Montenegro, against Black Stars of Ghana. You are a tactician. What did you deduce from the game?
This game is very, very, very special in too much question. First, Ghana dominate dominate match in sense of football, but Montenegro play very, very tactically, very intelligent match. You know, before match today, Coach Brnovic, this is my friend, call me, tell me, counsel about play, about what is Ghana quality, or this is the same, you know. I'm tell close line, two line, close left to right winger, close small midfield, midfield defensive, not offensive. And this is, I'm looking at the match, this is exact in my instruction. You know, Montenegro, ex-Yugoslavia, the Yugoslavia have very big school, football school. These players started tactically play in 10 years, small. I like, this is transformed, this is my message in clubs, Ghana. Work information, work formation of football players. Not only bring players and play, this is players not qualified for big football. You know, you look at, this is Asamoah Gyan, look at Prince Boateng, look at Asamoah, look, this is big players. Not, you know, everybody like play good football. Everybody not like your country loss. But, you know, quality of players look in big matches. This is friendly match. I think Ghana not play bad. No, but you know, maybe Ghana small prepotence think Montenegro small country, this is no problem. But no, football is round. Football no in the same block. Football round, football round. Why this is maybe small problem about prepotence, you know.
Okay,
This
Coach. I know you're trying to, I know my viewers, we are talking to Montenegrin, Bogdanovic Miloslav, who had won us before we got to, and he's saying it. Maybe most of you are finding it difficult to hear him, pardon him, whatever they say English, but he's saying that we underrated his countrymen, and that we think that there were no big boys there, and that is why. But Coach, how did your countrymen feel after beating the Black Stars?
Everybody call me, speak, wow, very good. Ghana, the best country in Africa. Play the best football in Africa. This is really, this is not only talk. You know, everybody respecting Ghana in Montenegro. And like, this is, finally, this, have good tradition between Yugoslavia and Ghana in time Marshal Tito and Kwame Nkrumah. You know, this is two friendly country, very friendly country.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Coach, we are going to a World Cup, and what do you think from what you saw against your countrymen? What, as a technical man, as a coach, what warning signals will you be giving Coach Appiah and his technical team?
Only one message, Stephen Appiah, Kwesi Appiah, sorry. One message, continue at work, check, play faster football, very faster football, too much moving, not play classic football, this is old football, new football, this is no, understand? This is like play football, no exist left winger, right winger, striker, everybody play every place. This is new football total.
Okay. Coach Bogdan Miloslav, Coach, ciao.
Okay, thank you very much. Ciao.
Ciao. That is Coach Bogdan Miloslav speaking to the Montenegrin, the man who is in charge of Aduana Stars. He won, and he's a countryman who is the man in charge against Montenegro, and they said that they know how the Black Stars play. They are going to frustrate them and beat the Black Stars. Come on to me, and they went ahead to beat the Black Stars. And most Ghanaians were not happy. Some are asking questions. Is it a Black Stars are going to play in Brazil? Some are saying that this is just a training match. What do you also think? 1760 will be the text line. And later on the show, the phone lines will be activated. And, hey, we'll look at the game first. And Kinoto will give us some excerpts of the game. And after my analyst, James Soedeji. Welcome, James.
Good morning, sir.
And Opaya, maybe somebody will say Opaya has been vindicated. We'll come to the issue that Kuchapia says he needs. Listen, whether an advisor, an assistant, or what, it is a technical issue. So it is a, listen, let me put it out there. Milovan Rajvat is coming in as the technical director. Don't take it away. Whether he's going to advise from the bench, from the dressing room, from the camp, from where, from on his laptop, he's the technical director. Let's get some excerpts on the game against Montenegro and how Ghana lost. Okay, my director says we're still working on. We'll give you the excerpts of the game, but before that, let me welcome James and Opai. Welcome to the show. And Opai,
Tony.
Let's look at the game first before we come to your vindication, where you've been drumming that we need a technical director. We need a technical director, and this time, Coach Kwesiapia has confessed, and confirmed that I need an advisor.
Yes, Tony.
Okay. Over to you, Opari.
Yes, Tony, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Tony, it didn't come as a surprise to me at all. But the most surprising part of Kwesiapia's call is to let Uncle James and his association, the Ghana Coaches Association, to let them understand that, like I did say, we don't have those individuals to advise Kwesiapia here. That is exactly what Kwesiapia has told us by what he has requested for. You understand? He sat down, looked around, and realized that all of those we refer to in this part of our country as senior coaches, somehow they are not abreast with the game, so it wouldn't be prudent to run to them for that technical direction. So it means that even though we still believe that we can run our own affairs, Kwesiapia is telling us that we cannot run our own affairs. He needs somebody outside that he can trust as an individual, that he believes that that person would have a positive impact, better than his, to help our team to progress to the final, as the task has been given to him. Well, it will be difficult. I don't want to say I don't see it come. It will be very, very, very difficult. But then, once he has said that he needs somebody to come in as, the word they use is advisory role.
Yeah.
He's coming to advise Kwesiapia on what? On
technical issues.
Yes. So he takes in charge of those technical issues. Yeah. It means that.
So simply put, it's a party they are trying to beat around the
bush. Yes, Tony, that is where I'm heading to.
Okay.
You see, they are only trying to play around with English words, right? But once, God being so good, we have all gone through some stage of the English language before. We can all scrutinize it very well, and it will come back to the same point that we have been calling for all these days, that he needs a technical director. And indeed, he has confirmed that he needs a technical director. Without a technical director, he knows that he will not be able to do it. That is why Kwesiapia says that he needs a technical director. And the FA chairman, I heard him also say that they will look at it, and he's hoping that the gentleman will come in to come and help Kwesiapia, meaning that he has also realized that Kwesiapia also needs some technical directions, at least. Tony, it is not wrong. But why did they tell us all of this time that he didn't need any technical director? There was no need for any technical advice. Then it means that for all what people like Osam Dodu, CK Jeffy, Coach Afrani, all what they say, Kwesiapia is okay, he doesn't need anything, Kwesiapia is this, Kwesiapia is this, from Randiabe to Sanidara to all of some of the FA members who said that Kwesiapia this, Kwesiapia that, he can manage his own affairs. What message does this particular issue from Kwesiapia send to them? That what we were talking about consistently, it wasn't an issue of attacking Kwesiapia. It was an issue of looking critically
at the realities.
Because as he flies to Brazil, he's going to meet technical people who are higher than him. So he also needs somebody with that high level of technical direction to be able to match those he's going to play against. I don't think there's anything wrong with Kwesi Appiah saying that, yes, he needs a technical advisor. For me, that is the perfect call. It has come definitely at the right time. But then it has sent a message to whoever said that Kwesi Appiah didn't need a technical direction, that they were only trying to pamper Kwesi Appiah, not to tell him the truth. It was amounted to hypocrisy.
Just less than 100 days to the big Mundial.
Yes.
It is now we see that we need a technical advisor.
That is where the problem is. Tony, that is where the problem is. I believe strongly that some people were pushing him to go out there and do it alone. But after losing to Montenegro, or after watching the clips of Germany, USA, Portugal, and some of the possible teams that he might meet if he's able to qualify along the line, he sat down to realize that, no, I'll need something extra to be able to match whoever I'll be playing against. So I don't think it is wrong. It means that all of this work, Kwesi Appiah would have wished to have done it long ago. You get it? But it was because of the call from the FA that, no, Kwesi Appiah doesn't need a technical director, when the man himself had not spoken. You understand? Those guys...
The man said, I mean, when we were pushing this technical director, he said, when the time reaches, I mean, he will be ready to take somebody to advise him.
Yes. So he believes that this is the time. But I am saying that I believe Kwesi Appiah would have done this long ago had it not been that amount of, you see, that amount of interference, not in his job, but those individuals that we think are senior coaches here in our country. They sit back to say all manner of things against the gentleman that, look, you are doing so well, you don't need any technical advisor, you can go out there and get the job done. But he is wearing the show, he's feeling the heat.
Black man is capable of handling his
Tony, haven't I told you before?
But
we can't do it.
Kwame Nkrumah said the
Tony,
black
we have
man...
disappointed Kwame Nkrumah, seriously.
57 years down the lane.
I am telling you, we have disappointed Kwame Nkrumah, seriously.
That the black man is capable.
Yes, night.
Listen to Tabo.
No, not Benson Tabo. I think on Joy FM,
okay.
after the 6 p.m. 6 p.m. news, yes, I think there was a program, Ghana Connect. And there was this issue whether we have disappointed Nkrumah or we have fulfilled his dream. I was just listening to it and telling myself that we have certainly disappointed Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah wouldn't have taken this decision. You understand? In the first place, he will not sit back to allow you to spend all of this time, and you think that because you are the head coach, you can go on and do all what? My friend, you cannot do that. That is Uncle James. He will let you understand that this is the right way that you have to go, and you will go that direction.
So the white man comes in, but it will come to the issue whether Milovan is the right advisor we are going in for. We'll come to that. Okay. Let me go to James. Yeah. You watch the game, and now finally there's an advisor. Maybe you can tell. You're a football administrator. Yes. Is he an advisor, a technical director, a technical godfather, a technical counselor, a technical magistrate, a technical atuguba? What is it?
The value is the same. Tony, I thank God that we are still alive. We exhausted this topic.
Yeah.
I went ahead to say that there's a difference between even the technical directorate, the technical director, and the head coach.
And people didn't believe it.
No,
people were arguing with you.
Yeah, they were arguing with me. Now the the issue is clear. It is no longer an issue. It's no longer an issue. Do you know something?
No, tell us.
When Scolari was appointed, Pereira Alberto was asked to be his advisor. Today, how do they call him? No, even that time only one for the
Confederation.
What happened? Now they say he's technical director. In South Africa, 2 days ago, he was technical director. Yeah. So what is... sometimes my people say that, don't look at chimpanzee and say it is a monkey. They are two different things. But they come from the same family. So the issue is exhausted.
Don't look at a chimpanzee
and there is a monkey, because we know chimpanzee is different from a monkey.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? A chimpanzee is closer to the human being than the monkey.
Okay.
Are you getting me? Then, when you read the Bible, and they say that the truth shall always make you free. Am I right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this is the truth. Opari said it. He was going emotional. I went to the books and showed people that the issue of technical director is it is part of the game. If a country like Brazil and countries like US and Germany, all those things, deem it necessary to appoint a technical director, then you from CAF, a member of CAF, you think you don't need technical director. You are
the black man is capable, what's up?
You see the limitation to end time.
Kwame Nkrumah's philosophy.
Yeah, at that time, you see, there was no global integration at that time. We think we can isolate ourselves and do what we want. Now, even if you say CD is now 2 point something, somebody somewhere will say that no, your calculation is not correct. Am I right? Somebody in Japan or London or Paris or in New York say no, it's more than that. So it means that any decision you take will have to also affect other people in other places, and they also have the right to also influence your decisions. So if Kwesi Appiah has asked, it's in the Bible again, ask and it shall be given unto thee. The president of GFA, so I will give you whatever you want. That we are going to discuss the matter of right back in detail, and it's a spur of the moment. I'm trying to quote him on that it came up in this interview, but I think we are going to exhaust the discussion. The discussion is closed. Right back is coming back as a technical director of the Ghana of the GFA, not even the Black Stars.
Is it dangerous or the timing?
It is a step in the right direction. Whether A is fit for the job or B is another discussion. What we have seen this morning is that it has been established that Kwesi Appiah needs a technical director for the Mundial. That's what we have established now. In our discussion, we can now look.
So in this situation, is he coming to sit on a bench or?
Let me give you two rules.
Okay.
Two. One, FIFA itself. I want people to listen to me carefully.
Educators, James.
Yes, they have allocated 6 seats behind every team that is playing
Technical
for their technical
team. Okay.
6
teams.
Yes.
6 p.m.
Spaces. No.
7. It's 7.
Is it 7?
7. Yeah.
7. Okay. Behind their team, so that they have the eagle eye to see what the coach and his assistant cannot see from the tension and the passion and all those. So at the halftime or maybe through some telecommunication.
A quick one. Would this render Maxwell Kunedu useless?
No. Maxwell has a deep role. Maxwell should be looking more at the opponent than at the team. You see, the job of the assistant coach is very significant, but you should not be seen to be doing it. What that means is that you should be looking more at the weaknesses of the opponent and hinting the coach at the right time. That, for example, Huguta, the Colombian goalkeeper, he likes playing with the ball. Then the coach will say, okay, watch him again. You understand? That right wing guy is too fast. Let's shift Opari from there and then bring you know, that type of thing.
Okay.
Some small tidbits.
Okay.
Whispering. I said whispering.
Okay, you were talking about the 7 people on the bench.
Yes. So when these seats were being used unofficially by big countries like Japan, England, Germany, we in the developing country, we were not using the seats. We give the seats out to non-technical people. Now FIFA has allocated it. So who are those people going to sit there? So we are now saying that right back is coming from the first, because you see, Kwesi Appiah is testing the waters. He said he's coming as an advisor. So we don't have a problem with that. He went against that. He will also be scouting, so we don't have a problem with that. Now we are waiting for the last word. He's now my technical director.
Okay. So James has said it all and says that, hey, the man is coming, but whether he's the right person, maybe I'll give it to Operator. You can also join us. So, hey, we've been vindicated, as James said. He's coming as an advisor. He comes as a scout, and finally a technical director. So, whether he's assisting, but James said, obviously, James will be part of that particular bench, so don't worry. But the question is, if even, Ravat is coming as a director, is he the right person?
Tony, you see, I would have said no. But if I were Kwesi Appiah, I would say yes, because he has worked closely with him before. He understands him very well. They understand their own language.
He knows almost 90% of this team.
Yes, they understand their own language. You get it. And then he knows that whatever the gentleman did during the period that he was in charge and he was his assistant, he learned so many things from him. That is what he is gradually trying to impose on the team. That he believes that, look, if I am able to bring this man back, I can impose that faster than I am getting from the players now.
Okay.
You get it. That is why he didn't look afar. He has decided to go back to his own former boss, because it will make it easier for him, understand him better, because the man also understands Kwesi Appiah better than any other person here in our football system. And he believes that, look, once he's been able to get to the group stages, get to the next round, and then he was able to get to the quarterfinals, just some seconds away from the semi-finals, then it means that the man has certain technical ideas that he believes that between that time and now, he's been able to build upon that. That should be able to help Kwesi Appiah to achieve that huge task. Tony, don't forget that all of this that Kwesi Appiah is doing, right? If I were Kwesi Appiah, right, I would even request for another
technical director.
I'm telling you, Tony. Look,
because when I watch the Brazilian bench,
Tony,
Pereira was there, Zagallo was. These are World Cup winning coaches.
All of them are huge. They are huge individuals.
Yes,
huge individuals.
So you can imagine the ideas that they'll put. They say big brains think alike.
Yes. All of them are huge individuals that can stand on their own, coach any national team or any club side.
No, that have stood and won.
Okay, good.
Correct the sentence.
So
we need more technical brains.
I will do that because
so bring Coach Afrani in.
No, I'll look beyond Coach Afrani. There's no Tony, I've told you before, there's no local coach here that will be able to do that. Because not that they are not good, because they don't educate themselves, they don't get abreast with the technical issues of the game. There's a difference between Tony.
They are still learning a first edition of some books. While we are
in the 10th or 15th edition.
Okay, hold on. Let me go for a commercial break. But still, your 1760 price of fire. He says that no local coach, he has said it here, because he believes that, hey, when it comes to modern football, I think that even Coach Opele is an excellent coach because, so I think that come what may, hey, Milovo Price says there should be another man on the bench. Watch the Brazilian bench. Zagallo is there. Pereira is there. I mean, these are rich players. They've won as players, and I think that maybe finally they'll add Apele to the bench.
Oh, no, he's running away.
Okay, because these are big boxes.
He said the heart does not go for coaching.
Okay, let me go for a commercial break. When I come back, hey, the show is for you. Sports review, and I know everybody's watching. The contributions will be coming in. We will come back after this commercial break. Welcome from that commercial break, and this someone that's still on the sports review on a Saturday morning. The discussions keep on going. Hey, Milovan Rivaj. Finally, Coach Appiah says the operator saying that, hey, the man has watched some matches. Did you watch the game Cameroon against Portugal? Hey, well, maybe there's a certain Harrison Alpha who will stop Cristiano Ronaldo, or Opare who will stop Cristiano Ronaldo, or Fatau Dauda who will stop Cristiano Ronaldo. You were looking at whether he was the right person.
Yes.
And you said, no, we need more heads on the bench.
Yes, Tony.
But you have the likes of Osam Dodu, Coach Ike Afrani.
Tony, they can't do it. I am sorry to sound it that straight, with all respect. Without any prejudice.
They've won a Junior World Cup.
Tony, see,
under 17, under 20.
Off camera, I was we're discussing something about the current software coaches use. Which of our coaches here, or how many of our coaches here can tell us that they have that software that calculates
the speed,
the
distance, the number of touches the player has made?
Yes, the passes that go through, the passes that don't go through, why they don't go through.
Coach Opele has it.
Yes, Tony. And you know the reason why they will not want to include Coach Opele into that team as a technical advisor? Because, like we always used to do in this part of our world, they will think that he's still young. His time will come. You get it? If not, with all of those ideas, he should be able to help. But they will sit back to say that, look, we have Osam Dodu, we have, with all respect to our father, Samade, we have Coach Hene, we have Coach Sapo, we have, none of them can do this work. None of them can do this work.
Not even Bobo.
Tony, none of them can do this work. I don't regret saying it because that is the truth.
Mohamed Polo.
Jesus Christ, Tony, they can't do it. None of them can do this work.
So it's
the reason being that, Tony, see, if you don't get yourself abreast with issues, and you still want to be learning from the first edition, third edition, fourth edition, whilst coaches, current coaches, contributing to the FIFA technical books.
Coaches are now WhatsApping, tweeting.
They don't have any idea of that. All what they do is the cone work.
Cone.
Yes. Now, Tony, do you know that in Europe, the coaching is gradually drifting to an area that the manager sits back. The first team coach that we refer to here as the coach goes onto the pitch. And it is not about going to learn how to play football, because at that stage, you have gone through the academic system. You've learned how to trap a ball, how to pass a ball, your speed, which area that you have to increase your speed.
There's no time for learning.
There's no time for learning certain things. Basic things, you don't learn it at senior level.
There's no time for applying.
You have to,
with a system and a plan.
You have to let that gentleman understand that you are going onto the pitch, not to go beyond this lane, not to go beyond here. This is your restricted area. And he has to understand that, because that is the tactics that will stop somebody. And I was saying that if I were Kwesi Appiah, I will include another, because the tax that we have given to Kwesi Appiah, Tony, to get to the semi-finals of the World Cup, or is it? I'm sure it's even the final. Yes.
James, the tax is to read as the final four.
To get to the semi-finals of the World Cup, Tony, I'll request for Mourinho, I'll request for Alex Ferguson, because look, if you don't get to the semi-finals,
somebody could argue that these are not World Cup winning coaches.
Tony,
just using the names.
I am only using them because
their status.
Yes, their status. Thank you.
Or you bring a Zagallo.
Yes. You see, I will bring those individuals that I think will be able to help me, because they are abreast with the system. Because they contribute to the current writing of football tactics. When they write the tactics, Kwesi Appiah picks a book from them. He learns. Right? Then he also introduces it to his players. Okay. Now you go to the gentleman direct. What you have written that I am learning, I want you to bring that on board direct onto my players, because I have a huge task. When we went to the Nations Cup, we gave Kwesi Appiah that mandate that he should go there. The task was go and win the Nations Cup. He failed. And we were told that when he fails again and we get to that level, they will know what to do. Are we waiting for Kwesi Appiah to fail before we understand that Kwesi Appiah did fail? No. He needs all of the tools that will let him succeed.
But yesterday in an argument, somebody says that if we know Rival Milovan was available, but why would you allow Kwesi Appiah to play all the qualifiers, beating 7-6-1, scoring 2-1, 3-1, and why Milo now?
Tony, it is because the stage that we are heading to is a higher stage. You understand?
Bigger than Kwesi Appiah.
Very, very bigger than Kwesi Appiah, with all respect. He has not been there before as a player or as a coach. And the kind of coaches that he's going to play against, they are higher than him. That is why
he assisted Milo in South Africa.
That is why I'm saying that, yes, he assisted Milo in South Africa. That's why I'm saying that that stage is higher than him.
Okay.
Not that he's not too competent. No. I'm saying that that stage is higher than him because...
Big brains.
Yes. If you are going to meet very big brains, you also need a bigger brain to be able to match them. Then you can equal whatever you want to go out there and do. If not, and you want to sit back and listen to what some people say, that you don't need to go on attachment at Man City, you don't need to learn from Pellegrini, you don't need to learn from anywhere, you can learn from your own, you have done it before. The message Kwesi Appiah is sending to those guys, including all of the coaches who are the FA, who didn't want him to
the
do
local coaches, they were backing him.
Yes.
And their general secretary is here.
Tony,
James, you didn't get any...
It is hypocrisy.
Oh, okay.
You understand? It is hypocrisy. Because if they don't back him, the gentleman will feel that, look, I'm here with you, but you don't give me support. But even though they were backing him, he knew inwardly that, look, all of what you are saying, you don't know. I am in the shoes. I'm feeling it better.
Okay.
So I need somebody to come in and advise me.
Okay.
That is exactly what
he looked beyond our local.
He looked beyond them because he has more confidence in Milo than any of our local coaches.
You believe that he believes in Milo's philosophy?
Tony, he believes in that because he feels that that was able to help Ghana get to the quarterfinal stage. Okay. And virtually most of the players are still around.
So with the coming of Milo, we're going to see something different?
Tony, we certainly have to see something different.
So with Milo's advice, are we going to see new players joining the team?
That has come too late.
Okay.
You understand? That has come too late.
We'll look at, but the quality we have now, is it the best?
You see, because...
That's all what we have.
Good. That is all what we have. I was saying that if John Mensah were to be fit, we would have needed him. Unfortunately, or fortunately for us, Vosa is also gradually coming back. So if he's also included, fine, that will be good for us. But that is all what we have for now. All what we have to do is make do with what we have. But will that be enough to stop the Cristiano Ronaldo that you were talking about, to stop the German players that we were talking about? You see? So Kwesi Appiah believes that if this gentleman comes in, at least the input will be better. But my problem is that between now and when we start the training camp in the Netherlands, what work will Milo be doing? That is, if he is appointed between now and whatever time.
Yeah, maybe James could tell us.
What work would he be doing? Whatever work you'll be doing, you will only be doing that with Kwesi Appiah, one-on-one. But how do you get that? How do you impact that into the players? Because the time between the 25th May and the 10th of June will be that short.
Yeah, very short. Very short.
You understand? What impact are we looking at? That is why I'm saying that it would have been much more prudent to get this gentleman to come on earlier when we started the qualifier, or at least after the first round.
He was in Egypt with us.
Yes. That should have sent the signals to everybody that Kwesi Appiah was gradually contemplating such issues. You get it? So if he had requested for it long ago, that would have been marvelous, because the gentleman would have understood the tactics of the players now, their psychology, whatever.
So it's late.
It's late, but it's better than that.
Never. Okay, it's better late than never. But James, should we go on? You're a historian. Let's look at the Black Star jersey. Is it something significant? People are complaining that you believe in lacking jerseys?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you believe in jerseys?
Yes, I sat here. Sometimes we have to play back some of our tapes.
Yes, maybe I'll tell you.
Yes, you have to explain why they put the Black Star at the back of the jersey in 1963. The Black Star was there. The numbering was done inside it. The understanding was that spiritually, we are the Lone Star of Africa. So once we have that Black Star, the star itself, I'm talking of the star, there's the six-winged creature. It brings a lot of luck. Now you have introduced this jersey, which is more of a show business jersey. You see how tight it is, like the Cameroonians won, FIFA didn't like it. Remember that time? And you lost the match. It's a very bad signal.
Bad omen.
Very bad omen. So we have to do what the Catholics do. I'm translating it into the...
What do Catholics do? I'm a Catholic. So. What do Catholics do?
Exorcism.
Exorcism. Maybe, well, maybe Dumaga is watching. Maybe my dad will send you a text message. He will know much about
the ability of a human being to lead other human beings spiritually to remove the demon. That's what the Catholics do. And the leader of that group, in most cases, sacrifices his life, like our Lord Jesus did on the cross at Calvary.
James, which one?
Yes. So if you wore that jersey and you lost, it's not a good sign. You have to call that jersey for some special purification. That's the word. To purify it. I'm telling you. If you look at the Super Eagles, go and look at the history of Super Eagles.
Yeah, they were even complaining about the jersey till they used it yesterday.
I'm telling you that from when they were Red Devils, using the red and the white in line with the British, the colonial masters, they've been changing the jersey as times change. And as they are being prepared to move towards the traditional green and white jersey, the pure green and white. I sat on the platform, a very big platform, and I said that the Brazilians wearing white shorts with white hose is very unusual. And then winning the cup is very, very unusual. A very young man, very good analyst, said, oh, this is something we have to check. Then Prince Annan said that, James Oyedeji is telling you something and you are going to check. What are you going to check? He just went on the side part, papa, here is it. Even the Confederation Cup 2010 in South Africa, it was the blue shorts. Am I right? The yellow, the blue, this. Yeah. Go and watch even the Asamba, the one they are doing right now. It is the yellow dominant, the blue, then the white.
So they believe in the jersey?
I'm telling you, on the day,
They have a belief that anytime they wear the blue jersey, they don't win the cup. Anytime they wear the blue jersey, they don't win the World Cup.
Yes.
So they most often prefer to wear the yellow.
Yes.
At West, they wear the blue pants down and wear the yellow up. But with that blue, no. But they are gradually hoping to get it back, but not to wear it between the semi-finals and the final stage.
Thank you very much.
So there's a history.
Yes.
Just
Then I'm going to Argentina.
Okay.
Give me any country, I will tell you they are this.
No, I know.
Argentina, it is that stripe. Anytime they wore plain dress, they had bad results. And especially when they use the alternate jersey of like a green top, they had problems.
So they should wear the stripe, the white, blue stripe. That is where the spirit is.
Yes, where the spirit is. And then go and look at the names they give to the national teams. Do you think they just give them the names like that?
No.
The Black Stars, I've explained that one. That's the Lone Star of African freedom. The black man's, the country in forefront of the black man's emancipation. Wherever you are, according to Bob Marley, whether you are from Jamaica, you are from anywhere, once you are a black man, you are an African. And Ghana is leading Africa. Okay. The Super Eagles chose the eagle. Why? The eagle is the king of the birds. With those telescopic eyes. Can see anywhere, pick his target, zoom in on the target and take it. And then when you go to Mexico, there are colors, the 3 colors they choose. The colors in heaven. When there's a rainbow, yes, the red and what's the other one? Anyway, they pick 3 out of the dominant colors anytime they look up. And then Brazil, they are just changing their names. But the main name is the selection.
Yeah, the selection.
The selection.
Seleção.
What the gods have picked out from the white people, the black people, the mulatto, and the other. You see, this in the spiritual world.
Then the Mundial itself is something else.
It is a combination of spiritualism, entertainment, commercialization. We should thank Avalanche when he and his friend form Leisure and Sports. I also form the same company. They say it is registered international, so I cannot use that company. Leisure and Sports. They brought money into the football, 1992. Take when you talk of the Hawks, what's the meaning of the Hawk? The Hawks of Togo.
The Hawks of Togo.
What's the Hawk?
It's also
the Hawk doesn't sleep stomach empty with an empty stomach. At worst, it will prey on a chicken or one. Yeah. So all these things are related, whether you like it or not. In the same token, that the pastor himself said we can use the power of the Bible to stop the falling of the city. The same way you can use the power of the Bible to do anything you want, because that is the simple that access shall be given unto you. So if anybody tells me that there's no spiritualism in sports, it's lying. Next week I can come here and give a whole lecture. You give me 5 minutes.
I will do that.
I will now finalize it by saying that go and watch the word at their feet. Mexico 1970, when Brazil won the cup for keeps. The selection they did was that they put candle outside this thing here before. And the candle that was showing brightest throughout the whole night was the one at the number 10 position. That is Pele.
James Soeneji always to give you the lecture here, and that is the sports review. You get a history here. And he's saying that the jersey we wore against Montenegro, and this is the jersey we are going to use in the World Cup, brings a bad omen. And even he wants the Black Star to be shown, because Puma, you need to go back, because hey, for us to wear this jersey, for us to lose the game, then there's something wrong. You can also join us 1760 on text line. It's still working, and later on the show we'll be activating the phone line 030-2211-705, 030-2211-706, where you can also join us with your thoughts and so far what we've discussed. If you've been following, I know Toaster, you are watching this with your daughter, and I hear I'm having text messages, so I know you'll be calling into the show as well. And also we'll be looking at the budget. What is so secret about the budget? Ghana is going to the World Cup, and how much we are going to spend. And the ministry, the government is finding it difficult to bring it out. Is it something, fictitious? I don't know how to, maybe they are hiding something we don't know. All the people concerned have not scrutinized. Where are the auditors? Maybe James Sabenka will tell us. But let me start from Opari. Opari, what is in the budget that up to now? Less than 100 days, and we don't know how much we are going to spend.
Yes. Tony, it surprises me so much that I think yesterday I heard the minister say that he wasn't able to tell us how much he has submitted to government that will be scrutinized at the cabinet level before it will be approved. I was only hoping that he will be able to say, well, the FA brought to him a budget of 1,000, a budget of 100, a budget of A or B, and that is what, after proper scrutiny between himself and the FA, they also forwarded to government that will be scrutinized by the at a meeting before the budget will be released, at a cabinet meeting before the budget will be released. But he wasn't able to say anything close to that. But Tony, it will so much be a huge surprise to me in particular if the figure is below 20 million. You understand?
If it goes below?
If it goes below 20 million, you understand? The reasons are that at the last World Cup, we're told that the budget was $19 million. Okay. 4 years, you certainly have to go beyond 20 million.
It should be more than.
It will certainly be more than 20 million. Reasons being that at the last World Cup, we were not paying winning bonuses 15,000.
Yeah.
You understand? I think we're paying 10,000.
10,000,
yes.
8,000.
Yes. But even with that, we were able to come up to 19. Now we are paying 15. When we get to the World Cup, we will pay more. And we are Ghana is paying the highest winning bonuses to their players.
Yeah.
You understand? So if even that additional 5,000 comes up, we are not looking at what we will earn at the World Cup. That's not what we are looking at. Yes, we are looking at what we are going to spend. I know so much that if you are able to qualify from the group, you earn something. Go to the next stage, you earn something. That is not what I am looking at. So if 4 years down the lane, we will say that we'll have a budget of less than less than 20 million, Tony, I will not believe that. And yet again, the minister tells us that the budget that will take care of supporters is not included in that 20 million.
That's different.
It is different.
Well, for a quick one, journalists, our money is included. The last time it was $50,000, and
you didn't know.
we didn't see why
money that nobody had.
Nobody had anything. And Sunny comes up. I mean, people will be punished later for these things. And I hope that this time, journalists, our money will know how it will be disbursed.
Yes.
You see, Tony, that is why it is prudent that right after the budget has been approved, the minister will have to come open,
make it public,
to tell everybody that, look, cabinet approved 1 cedi. And within the 1 cedi, 10 pesos for winning bonuses, 10 pesos for training, 10 pesos for journalists, 10 pesos for accommodation. Period. If not, we will travel from here to Brazil, come back, and we'll be told that journalists were allocated $5 million. But yet still, you ask any journalist, and the question is, I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything. But the guys say they gave it out to the journalists. So who's lying? Is it that the FA is trying to throw dust in our eyes, or some journalists were secretly rewarded with that they've been told not to open up? That could be the case. Certainly, it's a two-way issue. Either some journalists took it, but they've been warned not to say anything about it, or the FA did not give it to the journalists, and they are telling the world that they give it to the journalists. It can only be these two issues. Anything apart from that, I don't know where it came from. You understand? But it would have been good for FA to come up to say that, look, Tony, we gave you 1 cedi, so that they will be vindicated. Everybody says he or she says
give you 1 cedi, Kwame got 2, this one got
good.
This.
You get it? Then everybody will get to know that what the FA said was true. But as it stands now, we don't believe the FA. You understand? Because they've not proven it. Once you prove it, everybody will believe you. Then whatever you say, people will take you for serious. But once you have not been able to do that, I don't think you have to be taken for serious.
Okay.
You get it? So, Tony, I was on the budget that I am thinking will be more than 20 million. So, if you add that will include the supporters, right? Certainly it will go beyond 20 million. And even if that one does not come up to it, it will still be more than 20 million. Because if you look at the current economic trend,
it should be more than
good. And we all understand, or we have been told that in Brazil, living
It's very expensive.
Expensive.
Very expensive.
Expensive more than South Africa. Way beyond South Africa. So what are we talking about? Are we telling ourselves that we are going to take the same 19 million to Brazil? Then it will mean that we have to pay our players the same amount that we paid them 4 years ago, 5,000, 2,000, 3,000, and they will have to accept it if they believe that it's a sacrificial job.
James will say, sacrifice. Okay,
you understand?
So the 15,000 should be brought down to 10 or 8 or 5.
The winning tournament, whatever be the case, the winning bonus, we don't have any right to pay 15,000 to the players. It doesn't matter the amount of joy they bring to us.
But James says you can't quantify.
I understand that language so much. I understand that language so much.
But we should tell them that the economy is not difficult.
We are looking at the current economic trend.
Situation.
If the president himself will say that, look, ministers, this is everybody will have to squeeze something small. Why can't we tell the players that, look, we can't give you this because we are all trying to sacrifice? Why do we tell other people to sacrifice and one section not to sacrifice? It's hypocrisy. I don't understand that.
So the economic situation is difficult?
Yes, and they will have to be told.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where you are coming from. If you are coming from somewhere that you are giving $200,000 a week, so you think that you should be giving that much, you have to be told that this is the reality on the ground.
Okay.
We are all sacrificing at this point. When we had it, we gave you. Now we do not have that much, so you have to take
Go out and go and play.
And that is where we will see the true individuals who want to sacrifice for Ghana.
For Ghana. What do you also think later on once with James? On the budget?
This is a very simple exercise. I don't know why people are bothering themselves with the budget not being discussed at the cabinet level, the budget not being brought to the public release. We have something in costing or even in accounting, anything that we call rule of thumb. Last year, like Paris said, you had 19,000. What is the rate of inflation?
19 million.
Oh, $90 million. What is the rate of inflation in Brazil compared to when you were in South Africa? You know the rate. Then you calculate it, and now that is basic. Whether you like it or not, that is what will happen when you get to Brazil today.
Yeah.
That is one side. Another in this is that all things being equal, you can't be at that level you were in South Africa. So use a simple calculation we normally use, 25% of what you had at it. That is your budget. So I'm looking at like 19 plus 6. Okay. 25. Then on that 25, you can throw that to the public, and they'll be working around it. You understand? We want to give this to winning bonus. This will go for security, local travel and tours, all those things. Then when the cabinet approves it, less or more, then you know how to do the adjustment. But at least you don't keep people waiting and talking about budget when we should be talking about team selection now. That is my problem. We should be talking about team selection because I know the advanced party has done a very good job. They've gotten good accommodation. I understand, according to Yampo Fankra, there's even going to be a Ghanaian games village where people will settle and mix up as if we are transporting our culture to Brazil, which will reduce the cost. So why are you talking about budget and then the minister getting emotional? I'm going to resign. It's not up to that level. The chief director in the ministry can easily tell you that, oh, normally when we present a budget of this, we add this the following year. It will never come down unless there's a boom in the whole world. But I don't think that boom will be coming now. Yeah. Now we are going to serious austerity measures. Yeah. So what I would advise, and I want to put a bet on it, yeah, the budget will be around 25 million. 25 million. Quote me. When the figure is released, let me face the viewers. It will be $25 million. Plus. 25 million. I want to. That will be your minimum. Yeah, no, that would be the exact. I'm just looking at it. Okay, if you want the minimum, I will make it like 24. The maximum around 26. 26. So the midpoint will still be 25.
James Oyedeji, once talking on the show, so you can also join us. 1760 is the text line, and also you can also join us 0302211-705, 0302211-706. It is a sports review. Let's have your thoughts. Kusiapia, we've spoken about the jersey, and now on the budget itself. And James has said it all those who've been following, so you can also contribute to the show. And back to Opai again. Opai, looking at the indisciplined aspect of Montenegro, some people thought that our players were too, extra indisciplined. Let me put in tactically and indisciplined as personalities on the pitch.
Yes, Tony. I think on Monday or Tuesday, that is why Roy Hodgson, the English manager, decided that his team needed a psychiatrist. So
Not a psychologist.
No. So he has included a psychiatrist.
Maybe James, because when you talk about psychiatrist, it means that
it has something to do with the brain.
I mean, you're going on
malfunctioning of the brain. Today
Yes.
there was a program on BBC this morning.
Yeah.
This topic.
So Opai says that so you also need a psychiatrist.
Oh, they explain the role of the psychiatrist.
We
No,
need
he is most of the time a medical person.
We need a psychiatrist.
Dr. Asai was a medical person.
No, you don't understand. I said coincidentally, Opare, I'm sorry. This morning on BBC, Heart and Soul, they discussed this issue.
Okay.
In a football team, the psychologist, the psychiatric, and the coach.
It is our players are going mad.
So you have to go on the net, BBC.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That when it comes to psychiatrists,
We need a psychiatrist.
for the players.
Yeah, we need a
okay, hold
psychiatrist
on. Let me
for
go
the
to that, Alex. Opai says that we need psychiatrists for the players. Hey, we know he's from a medical guy. That Alex, good morning.
Good morning, my boss.
Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Asante Mampong.
Okay, Dada, what do you offer us?
I'm enjoying your program this morning.
Thank you very much.
And I want to say that James is on top of issues. He's the man that I love in Ghana sports. And kudos to him. He should go up.
Right.
And I'm showing my support for Akwasi Appiah and the players. I hope they are going to do very well in Brazil. I believe that. Thank you very much, my boss.
Thank you very much, Dada Alex. And let me go to Domain Crow. Who do I have from Domain Crow?
It's Nanayao.
Nanayao, what do you have for me this morning?
Good morning to your panelists.
Thank you very much.
I support Opare in every decision that he's taking.
Okay.
Opare is, a good person.
He has been vindicated.
Yeah, seriously. And to the budget, I think it's too much, seriously. Hey, 25 million. Hey, Charlie, it's too much.
That's what James is saying, that everyone we sent.
I believe in my father. He has always been doing the right thing for us. I believe in my father, and I think it's the one. That's the one. 25. I think so. And to the players about the match last Wednesday. Seriously, I've never seen Asian in this way before.
Okay.
So that means seriously the opponents were doing something that bored them too much. But I think we can do something better in World Cup.
Okay.
With God.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me go to Keta in the Volta region. Who do I have from Keta?
Yeah, this is Eric.
Eric, good morning. What do you have for us?
Yeah, I think, are we going to accept Milo back again? Because when he left, after he wanted to come back, the whole country was not accepting him because of what he did. Are we going to accept him again?
Yeah, this time he's coming in a different capacity.
Now, will he accept that we are going to pay him? Will you pay him with CD or in dollars? Because of what is happening now.
He will be paid. He will be paid in dollars. So he's a prodigal son who is back.
All right. So, I'm sure what Mr. Adejuji is talking about the GC and the bonuses issues. We have to look after that and see what to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your submission. Let me go on the line. And who do I have on the line?
You have Mandela on the line.
Oh, Mandela, what do you have for us this morning? Long time, Mandela.
My boss, Harvey.
Oh, fine.
So I just want to ask. So if Ghana did not go to World Cup, what will happen to Ghana? If we decide not to play the World Cup, what will happen to us?
Yeah, I mean, we will kill talents in this country.
No, there is some countries like India, Bangladesh, they are not bothered to go to World Cup. Their economy,
they want to go to cricket to World Cup.
We build these 200 schools and things, and we are getting this $20 million, 25. My boss is just doing some analysis that it will be around $25 million. Can you imagine $25 million? How much schools can we build with this $25 million?
Plenty schools.
Sometimes we shouldn't do this thing to our country.
Okay.
We just do something we can afford. Tell these players, this is what we can afford.
It's true.
You see, there are some players, they use opportunity to play Ghana World Cup and get different big clubs.
Right.
Am I lying?
It's true.
So this is the platform for them to raise them football and then get different clubs.
Okay.
We shouldn't do this in our country. It's too much. It's too much.
Thank you very much, James. The man says.
My man didn't talk about House of Folk today.
You will talk about before we leave. I know you.
Okay.
You wanted to know what maybe Opare will
I wanted to know what Opare will say about House of Folk.
Okay. Thank you very much. The house fans always would like to. James.
India is struggling to come back to the world of football.
They were banned for some time.
They were not banned. They insisted that they would play with bare feet. And then the authorities said, no, you have to wear some form of protection. They said no. Now they have regretted it.
They concentrated on cricket.
Yes, no, even in football. Now they pay as much money, even for their lower league, than in some of South American and African countries.
And Ghanaians are running there now.
And then they want to come back. So for you to know that if we don't go, we are going to be out of the world fiesta.
Okay.
And we are going to kill motivation for work.
James, let me go to Malam on the phone line. Malam, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Malam
Fauzi.
Malam Fauzi, long time.
From Gambaga.
Oh, Gambaga. How is Gambaga?
Yes, fine, thank you.
Okay.
So
what do you have?
I want to congratulate my Uncle James. In fact, I love his contribution to Ghana sports.
Right.
He's my role model, even though I'm a player, but I have no platform to get to where
you are a player.
My colleagues are. Yeah, I'm a player, but I have no platform to get to where others are. But I will want to appreciate your effort in Ghana football, Uncle James per se. And Opari, I am not blaming you for your contribution. But what I want to say is that today's contribution to our World Cup, there is no criticism, which I love very much. So I want to urge you that you should keep on. Please, this is not the time for criticism. This is the time for at least giving opinions as to what we can do and win the World Cup. At least we should get to quarterfinal, semi-final. I will love it.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your call.
Daddy James.
Okay.
God bless you. I love you.
So let me go to Michael from Nigeria. Mike, morning.
Good morning,
Ayo. Ayo.
Please, I want to ask a question.
Okay.
What is happening to Nana Kwesi Asare in Holland?
This has been It has been a big question everybody is asking. This boy is playing day in, day out. He has been the best left full back we have, and nobody is talking about this sharp.
I don't know why. I don't know why the guy is being ignored every
Maybe
day.
Opare will be the best person to tell us.
Why. Then number two, please, the $25 million is too much. Nigeria, with all our oil money, we are budgeting about $10 million.
Yeah, $9.5 million.
With about $10 million for Nigeria, then Ghana will now go and spend $25 million. 3 weeks ago, there was water shortage in Accra. Everybody was going around looking for water. Then you want to go and spend $20 million to walk up? Please, Ghana, if you stop this nonsense.
Slow down. Okay, slow down. Slow down. Okay. Mike.
It's an idea to get some dollars for some guys.
Okay. Some
chop. They want to use the man to get some money. That's why they are going to bring him at the dead end so that they can use all the water to get money and then get their own share from his salary.
Okay.
It's a racket.
Okay, Mike. Okay, the man calls from Nigeria and he says that let's go to Tio Spilos before I come to Tio. Good morning. Where are you calling us from?
Good morning. This is Mugabe calling from Cape Coast.
Oh, Mugabe from Cape Coast. Mugabe, what do you have for us this morning?
Morning to your panelists and good morning to you, Tony.
Right.
Today I actually enjoyed your discussion so far. I just started on the issue with Kisapia. Tony, if you remember, I think last year this issue started pumping up, and I think Patrick Osiajiman on 545 called Kisapia, and he made some indication that the likes of Joaquin Lowe and the rest, they don't play line over there. It's the same football. So what has changed now that you see, this year is the country that we are living. We give different position in different manners. Okay, if he himself said that he doesn't need any technical coach, why then now he went for Miloa? And
the going is becoming tough.
So now, because if you remember, you told me last week I was the person that you told me that the issue of technical director is on the pipeline coming. It was you, Tony, that you told me last week on your show. And one thing, I'm just getting confused now. And also...
Don't be confused.
It is better that we tell the players now that we don't have anything. This is what we have.
Okay.
I mean, just imagine. You see, do you know something? The Brazilians were telling their people, if they called you, it's there that they are honoring you. It's not that you are coming to honor their country.
Okay.
Okay, so it's now time for the players to give back. At least for the current situation, it's better if they give back, like give them even 5,000. It's just cool, $5,000.
Okay.
They maybe will pay you.
Okay. Okay, your submission has been noted, and thanks for your contribution on the show. Let me pick my last caller, who is calling me from Dunkokrom. Who do I have from Dunkokrom?
Yeah, good morning. I'm Alex. I'm calling from Dunkokrom.
Alex, okay, what do you have for me?
Yeah, please, I just want to contribute to the program, and I will start with congratulating your panelist, James, and I think our brother, Bro Paris.
Okay.
And going to Mondays, I think I will talk about the indiscipline aspect of the player.
A quick one.
Yes, please. I'll talk about the indiscipline aspect of the player because the opponent that you are playing with, when you are down, they will always put pressure on you for you to be committing, and the fouls will be more on you, and the cards will be on. So as maybe they play different tactics on you for you to commit, and you turn on them. I think the game will not be fine. And going to the amount that they are saying is too much.
Okay.
Because our roads in Ghana are even not untied, and we think we should have to.
Our schools, our roads, and
to use this program.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
So this is the program they all watch, and if you have any friend and it's not watching, this is the program that deals with the issues, and when we say it, it happens. Some are saying that we should forget. Quick one, Pai. What's happening?
Tony, we expected to win against Dwarf. It didn't happen. We were expected to play against Mediama. But because they are playing in the Confederations Cup, that match had to be postponed until next Wednesday. We'll travel to Mediama.
You're playing Amidaus.
Tomorrow we'll play Amidaus. And Tony, like I have always said, if we still want to be in contention, we don't have any business losing certain matches. Okay. You get it. For me, personally,
Kotoko has won the league.
That is what it seems. Right, that is what it seems. But even in that, we still have to give them the necessary challenge.
Okay, James.
Yes.
Your final one because time is fast spent.
Fine. I want to thank all the viewers for the interactive nature of this program. Now I hardly walk the streets without.
But you need to be on time.
Yeah. You have hit the nail on the head. There's more room for improvement. Lastly, Tony, note this thing down. Right back was in Egypt first time. We lost. Right back was in Montenegro second time.
We lost.
We lost. Coincidence. I finish.
Third time, enemy action. I'll probably your final words before.
Yes, Tony.
Kinoto pulls the pressure.
I will settle on the issue of a psychiatrist. I still think that we
need psychiatrist.
Yes, Tony, we need that so much. The reason being that if you have players, you name a World Cup team, some players not happy, some players want to attack the coach because they were not included. You need a psychiatrist to deal with such issues. You need a psychiatrist, not a psychologist.
No, because in addition to a psychologist.
No,
the two.
You need a two.
Because
but
this
in the instance that I'm going to point out, you need a psychiatrist to speak to the players, such players like Jerry Akaminko for punching a player, right? The referee should have given him a red card.
What about
Mike Lassian should have been given a red card. You see all of that.
So
if the opponent knows that
when they frustrate you,
this is your weak area, they'll come in frustrating you because they know that at the World Cup stage you can never walk away from free for punching anybody.
A red card against Portugal. We will surely receive a red card.
For Cristiano Ronaldo, certainly we might even have to, Tony.
Okay, so that is the show, and you've been part of the show, but time is fast spent. You know, I keep on saying if you want to join the show, exactly 7 o'clock. You need to join us exactly 7 o'clock. When the show kicks off, we spoke to the coach of Montenegro, and he said it all right here. We've spoken to Kwesiapia's issue. We digested it. And everybody, I know callers are calling in. Tio from Asori now is trying to reach in. Bazooka from Ho. They all try. Delo from Nigeria. People are calling us from Congo. It is the most watched show. And you're part of the show. That is why those in Gambaga, Upper West, Upper East, Bronga, Hafu, Kumasi, I know you're calling for more time. Maybe I'll discuss with my directors and my producers as well. And so, my man, Toaster is also watching from Abavana. Everybody is watching the show. And so, kudos to our cameraman Aaron on duty. Hey, director Kinoto. And my producer Bebli, also on everybody, the sound man, everybody who made it possible for the show to come on. It's another Saturday. Have the best of the Saturday. If those who've lost their loved ones, or condolences, those who are getting married. Hey, we wish you the best in hand. Okay, and so, where the Germans will say, Auf Wiedersehen, ich gehe nach Hause, ich schlafe gut. Hause, guten Tag. Bye.